Welcome back. We're going to challenge ourselves for the next video. This one is your mid-month and it is July 15th today, so it's going to go all the way until the 30th of July. You did have 3 oracles. I had them just to make the video a little bit smaller, or else they will be 30-minute videos. And we're going to start with your oracle, so I'll just give you a moment to get your downloads. The piano is creativity. The middle card is the Hierophant. And the one closest to my pinky finger is the compass. So if these are the messages for the mid-month, and I asked for the rest of July, the 3, the important 3, and the challenge, I'll describe to you why it is a challenge in a moment. We're also going to do a mid-month today, a special one for Taurus and Cancerian, okay? I picked those because those are transits we already passed, and I also want to read for additional signs today. So there's going to be 3 videos in total, and we will break for the day of Wednesday. We're going to just move to the extended channel for Wednesday with a pick-a-pile, okay? Just to let you guys know what's happening. We have the compass for the rest of July. This is speaking to a Libra's heart space. The compass derives most of its power there. And also the compass can be you finally following through with something that you really, really wished for. So we have this July 15th through the 30th. I love that card for you because it's one of the most positive from Beloved Dead. I call it Ancestors, but it is the Beloved Dead deck. And then you have the Hierophant, restating traditions. It speaks about how you feel, about how you grew up, the things that were told to you as a child also. And we have Taurus energy here with the very famous Hierophant card. It's called Purpose in this deck. If you look at the very, very bottom, it says your purpose. Libra could be following that. It could be very important for you to see it through as well. And you know the feeling when something is in completion. It's the most amazing feeling that you get. And we have that as Torreño or Taurus. And then we have creativity. Sorry about my chair too, it makes noise. And we have creativity here with Leo energy because he's playing a piano. Leos are very careful on how they stand out. It's also the new moon, which is coming up. New moon in Leo. It's going to be a big one for us Libras because we tend to behave like Leos too. We have similarities with them, I should say. And you have this thing that you tap into in the mid-month here, your creativity, your solar chakra, which is important for you because it's right in the belly. It's right where the gut is, right near your belly button, okay? So those are in the mid-month. I'm very happy that those are the cards. They definitely could have been more negative, and I like that they showed up for you. I want to talk about the compass card. My challenge today as a reader is I don't want to get 18 cards and confuse myself. I want to have 6 cards for the mid-month and talk about them very in depth with you. So let's do that with remembrance to your 3, which are at the very top of my desk, okay? If this is not your energy right now and you're not in this flow, you can still watch for inspiration. It does not mean it's still not you at the same time, okay? You could be following a purpose. I love that. It could be a creative pursuit. Some of you are tapping into something that maybe you put on hold as well. Like this project was put on hold quite a bit. And then you go full force, 100%, and giving it your full throttle. If you allow me to say. There's a movie called Full Throttle with Charlie's Angels. Oh, and there's 3 of them. There's 3 in Charlie's Angels, right? Even in the movies with Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu. So that might be something here. I don't know how that associates to you, but that was a movie in the early 2000s. That would be right around our age. And welcome. We have 6 cards for the mid-month. Thank you. The Chariot is the first that wants to pop out. It's the only one so far. We're going to keep going in the shuffle. And the subconscious says the star with purple. That's the star card. And you guys know with the purple there, it could be your favorite color. It could be the color of one of your walls in your home. And the star card is also talking about, you know, purple is a regal and victorious color. And we have the Chariot here. I'm going to take that as the first of 6, okay? I do want to include the star, but as a challenge, I want them all to flip over in your mid-month. And the first card is the Chariot. It is Cancerian via its zodiac sign. It doesn't matter if you don't have zodiac in your chart, Libra. All it says is that you're creating movement. That's big for Libras because sometimes we can be slow. And this is stating that all throughout the 15th through the 30th, you have this, it comes off as momentum that you're forcing in a way. You know, it's like momentum that needs to happen. And also you can't leave it stagnant is also what I hear here. You cannot leave it stagnant. So we have Cancer in the first spot. Anything else that we must know about ourselves? Oh, and that was a lot. Yes, 10 of Pentacles. I checked the bottom of the deck and I put it back. 6 of Wands is right there. So this is your second card of 6 for the mid-month. You could be looking at future, okay? Where are my resources? Do I even have resources? And maybe that's making you laugh, but in reality, when it's the Chariot, 2 of Pentacles card, and this is the highest, it doesn't go to an 11 Pentacles. It's saying that you're very focused on finances this month. We will get a clarifier for the 10 of Pentacles. You do have more Leo here. The new moon in Leo is about success. It's about recognition and being seen. A lot of people are going to say that today. So I will take that as your third card. The one I want to clarify is more the future, because that's Age of Aquarius stuff. This is where you're growing. A lot of you could be paying attention to the growth of your children. What school will they go to in the future? What college are they trying to apply to? Also, for those of you that have older children. 10 of Pentacles. And if I have a viewer here who has like an infant, I would say that maybe you're planning around their daycare, or you're looking into details about their care, or something like that, because it's showing me through Compass, you want to do right by this situation in July. Mind you, that could be romantic, excuse me, that could be romantic, that can be, with the Chariot, I would say it's forceful movement that you've been thinking of, all right? And we are very, very cerebral creatures. So let's see, and you did have a big pile here. I'm just gonna get what I had. We have Queen of Wands, which is also a Leo card. It can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I think it talks about those pursuing you for your artistic endeavors. It's a very creative card. She is also the leader of new ideas, and she can also be a business owner by definition. I think here it says, if Libra is the Queen of Wands, they have the ability to create a new life. And they can also do this with a lot of movement, very little pause. Okay, so in the mid-month, maybe this is something that you're seeing clearer and you find a schedule to do that within. If that's very, very clear advice for you. Advice for this combo, not even a new card. Can I get advice for the Queen of Wands? Thank you. 8 of Pentacles. It could be changing your work. So it's a Capricorn energy. Capricorn is very stubborn in approach, but they are hardworking. Okay, so you cannot call them stubborn without looking at their positive traits. We might need to do a Capricorn reading also, but I do want to touch on to that Taurus and Cancer. 8 of Pentacles is structure. If you can think of architecture, like something that's very solid, okay, and what you're building to. You have 2 building cards already, which tells me there's a Libra that's very busy here, okay. It can have something to do with income. It can be passive income that you have on the side. And the 8 of Pentacles is talking about you being the leader. Like I keep seeing in the readings that you keep leading by example. You are a leadership totem for others, inspiration for others. Okay, so do not think that you fall off the boat there. It's very, very strong in your reads. Very, very strong. Even another card if you want some proofies with Leo. Okay. Show me the creativity oracle. Thank you. What popped out for that is the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups. I'll discuss in just a moment. 6 of Pentacles. You could definitely be dealing with water or Taurus here, and Aries, Leo, Sag. I would go ahead and say more Aries and Sagittarius for today. In the mid-month, you come across some form of recognition, okay? I see here that a Libra is seen for skills, and also like the way that you utilize too, the way that you go about it. It's almost like how you do it is unique, and it is created almost like the profile of who you are. okay? And then, and take that how it resonates, there's somebody that wants to be generous after like a whole lot of loss with you as well. They could be water, because we got 4 of Cups right in the middle. 6 of Pentacles is them meeting in the office. There could also be a meeting here too, okay? You had one last card, 9 of Cups. This is mostly for me, it is Scorpio, but it is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We see that somebody is very content. He's at a news desk. He's about to announce the nightly news with Tom Yamas. No, I'm just kidding. I watched the one with Tom Yamas. And 9 of Cups is about fulfillment of wishes. It also talks about somebody feeling content all throughout July. And I'm safe to say that, because that's what the 9 of Cups even means. So let's see here. That is already your 5th spot in the reading for the mid-month. Who is connected to the 9 of Cups person? Thank you. The Moon. Hidden desires. Somebody who wants to be mysterious and stay there. But Libra, you already know who they are. Cancer and Pisces are the leaders of that card. Okay, they could be water. There's a lot of water domination in this reading for July. And then there's also mixed with fire. If you look at the elements that are pretty strong, water puts out fire. Okay, so think of that for a second. Maybe somebody wants to put out your fire, your drive. Also your ability to speak out about your purpose. There could be, you know, sometimes I see this combo when there's a lot of isolated, like lonely cards, a person by themselves. There can be a little bit of envy here. Okay. That is reading unrainbow like unicorn in a reading. That's really what it is. And then hidden feelings for you in the Moon. So let's see here what pops out for them for the middle of July. For the middle of July, what's the Moon's involvement? Shuffle for the Moon, number 18. Shuffle for the Moon. You have 1, Temperance. Okay, Temperance was in our last reading, but that was not a mid-month. That was just for today. Temperance is Sagittarius. This person can be Sag, by the way. Let's get a couple cards here so that it makes sense what I'm about to say. For the mid-month, they think the whole entire month that they would like to establish contact. Okay, it's giving me fraidy cat. It's that simple, fraidy cat. They want to come in peacefully, all right? They want to set the record straight. I also see here that part of the discussion can also be something they regret. It's big time with the 4 and 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups was in the first reading. I'm just borrowing here from that. But you have the technical card of the 4 of Cups. And this is Sheldon, as you guys remember from a very famous show with planets. And he is sitting with the 3 cups in front of him. If you look, he's almost gazing at the reunions that can be and that can actually take place. So I think a lot of you in July are going to have an outstanding invitation due to the fact that you're in the 6 of Wands, primarily for the next 16 days. Okay, I'm safe to say that because I think this is my overall card, the 6 of Wands. And that's how I deduce and do readings. That's how I've always read, actually, is I have an overall off to the side, whether I say it out loud or not. Okay, conclusion cards, and this is going to be the 6th. The conclusion, 6 of Cups to the King of Wands. King of Wands is at the bottom. Next to the Fool. So you have the Fool, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. And I can't show that last card. The King of Wands is a determined fellow who is a fire energy. Again, you're getting a lot of that water, fire. Water wants to put out fire. But do they miss you so much, they're missing the whole point in July. They're missing you so much, they're missing the whole point. I want to see the outcome of this because it still seems that it can be the 9 of Cups for 2 people. This can still be the outcome for growth. And 2 people might have a wish independently coming to them. The Libra has one and another person. Okay. Working hard, if that's so, or working hard as a solo person. And those are, you cannot erase those efforts. It's effort. Okay. I don't know if that's too strong, you guys, too. I'm feeling this reading really good today. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, if you're resonating, and the Fool. If you notice, her leg is coming out a lot in that first card there with the Page of Swords. You're picking up speed in a place that you've always wished, okay? From the 9 of Cups to that success, and then also learning this new observation, which you've been doing very, very well. Maybe technical for some of you, like you're learning details and it takes a lot of studying, because the Page of Swords is studying at the end of the day. There can also be, there's a combo here about apologizing to you in the right way. Page of Cups based out of nostalgia. And there could be nostalgic moments for the next 16 days. I think it's how you manage that as a person. How you adult that 6 of Cups into your life. Because if you dwell here very long, the 6 of Cups can become detrimental. So I see how that could even hurt or help the situation. Remembering too much or remembering too little also. So try to balance that. What is the 6 of Cups? The outcome is the nostalgia. There could be a past person that reaches out for a sorry, okay? Or they talk about their absence. Justice. There's a great rebalancing. I mentioned this in Sunday night's video here. And also the bonus channel is that something is going to be balanced by the end of the month. There is always a reason why we go through things. This is the beautiful part of tarot, is because it ends here with your major arcana. This is not Aries major arcana. This is not Cancers. This is also not Capricorns. This is Libras. And so this Justice card is saying something is righted by the end of the month. Even with all of these relationships going on in the background, is you know how to handle all of it. What is the, what's the Justice here, please? The Tower, the Hermit. The Tower and the Hermit. So that is something breaking down, the Tower. And the Hermit is about the answers are left within, because this is a journey we take. I think you learned that you were right about something for years. That's what it looks like. The Tower shows you were right about a hunch, a person. I think you always knew that this person was trying to connect to you, or an event really, really shaped you. You identify the catalyst for my divine feminines and divine masculines. Identifying the catalyst moment of your story. That's probably why a wish is coming in, because your path is clear. Okay? Clearing karma here in these 2 cards. You have Justice and then the water energy of being content finally in the 9 of Cups. Yeah, karmic, yeah, retribution. That could be a solving of karmic problems in the past. And it could be very apparent because it breaks down a wall for you in the end of July. So I think this culminates by the time our new moon starts even. All right, you guys, let me know if you like the mid-months. I brought this back after March, like we weren't doing monthlies at all. And so if you guys like this style, thank you so much. And the continued support. Thank you for raising the algorithm. You don't have to, though. I read here just for the people. I don't care about views. And so I want to thank you very much for still being with me to date. If you really resonated with this, leave me a star at the end of this video. Thank you, guys.